प्रेम नाम है मेरा, प्रेम चोपड़ा। अरे अरे प्रेम चोपड़ा आ रहा है, छुपा लो, औरतों को छुपा लो। मैं वो बला हूँ जो शीशे से पत्थर को तोड़ता हूँ। He was the only first superstar. नहाएगा क्या और छोड़ेगा क्या?
On today's episode of Legacy Tribute, we shine the spotlight on a remarkable legacy of a true icon in Indian cinema. नाम तो आप सबने सुना होगा. Please welcome Prem Chopra. Hi sir, welcome.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you very much.
I'm so fortunate to do an interview with you today, and I'm so glad you could make some time and talk to me today. I'm very happy.
Pleasure.
So, sir, let me begin firstly. So many years, what drives you to films, to doing these kind of, even agar chota bhi role ho, to what is that one thing that drives you to do all these films? Your passion, we can still see your passion in the films.
You see, I was, when I came to Bombay, I knew nobody and no place to stay. So I had to do some odd jobs to sustain myself here. After some months, a couple of 6-7 months ke baad, I landed a good job in Times of India in circulation department. So that kept me on in this industry. But then that job of mine used to take me 20 days in a month outdoor because of circulation sort of arrangements. But anyway, so that we were trying my best side by side. So things happened, and then I got going. Yeah. There were many pictures which were made in those days during my job. Yeah. Like Shaheed was made, Manoj Kumar and myself. I played Sukhdev in it. I was nominated for many pictures, but I don't know what was that roundabout physical thing that and I was not sure about what I'm doing it. Then I had some producers when I saw me my work, they wanted to take me as a leading man. I came as the leading man, 3-4 pictures I did. But you see, this is a commercial business totally. If the pictures don't do well, then you're a leading man. The leading man gets the maximum credit if the picture is a hit. If the picture is not a hit, he also gets the maximum discredit. Absolutely. So there's my pictures, but unfortunately did not do so well. But then I was still working, and I was working all the time. Then I did a small suspense character in Bokanthi. It was it was negative. I mean, it was a suspense film. I was the suspense of the film. Yeah. So that picture became a big hit, and that's how the things got going. And then I got into many films like that. But there was a big story behind Bokanthi, because I was promised by Mr. Mahbub Khan at that time that I am going to take you as a leading man, so don't do any bloody mischief or something. उनका ये बोलने का तरीका है, कोई सारा गड़बड़ नहीं करना. वो सन ऑफ इंडिया के बाद. ओके. हाँ. तो मैंने कहा मैं तो आपको आप ब्रेक दे रहे हैं तो कौन, तो इससे शाम को सब आ जाया करो, तुम बैठ जाओ कोने में, अपने दोस्तों के साथ बैठे रहते थे, मैं दूर बैठा रहा. तो लेकिन क्या हुआ, उन दिनों में उनकी हालत फिजिकल कंडीशन ज़रा गड़बड़ हो गई थी. तो मैंने सोचा अभी ये जब मैं कर रहा हूँ खुराफाते हैं, ये शूटिंग भी कर रहा हूँ, नौकरी भी कर रहा हूँ, ये ना हो कि मैं यहाँ से भी जाऊँ, नौकरी से भी जाऊँ, तो फिर मैं कैसे फिर. तो ये पहले I never wanted to give up the job till I am very sure that I will have a place to stay. I'll have my 2 times meal, proper meals, and then I struggled along. Anyway, all the other pictures which followed, they were very big hits, like Trishul, Do Raste. I did about 25 films with Rajesh Khanna, and they were big hits, super hits, and 20 pictures out, 20 out of 25 were big hits, and there was Anita, Bachchan also I did that kind of number of pictures. Trishul, Kala Pathar, राम बलराम बहुत पिक्चरें की थी, और which was also big hits. So you see in those days you are stamped. If you are a hero, you are a hero. If you are a villain, you are a villain. If you are a heroine, you are a heroine. अब ये स्टैंप लग जाती है, तो वो एक स्टैंप लग जाती थी ना उन दिनों में, तो वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर पीपल टू डाइजेस्ट कि अगर यही विलन जो है एक इमोशनल रोल करे, तो वो सोचते थे यार ये इमोशनल में कोई गड़बड़ हो,
कनेक्ट नहीं होता।
हाँ, तो जैसे ही हम आते थे स्क्रीन पे, तभी तो राज कपूर ने फ़ायदा उठाया कि भाई व्हेन आई वाज मोस्ट पॉपुलर इन माय ओन field. By the time I had won many awards also, he told me you got to one dialogue in the picture and this is it. I was surprised. I said, okay, I'll do it. And I did it, and fortunately that dialogue became so popular because the picture was a big hit. And today my name is synonymous with that sort of thing.
सर एक बार वो बोल के भी दिखा दीजिए।
प्रेम नाम है मेरा, प्रेम चोपड़ा।
आपको देख के वो डायलॉग हमेशा सबके ज़हन में आता है। बट सर मुझे एक बात बताइए, यू स्टार्टेड ऑफ एज अ हीरो इन पंजाबी फिल्म्स एंड दोस डिड रियली वेल। व्हाई डिडंट यू think of continuing the same thing in Bollywood?
You see पंजाबी पिक्चर्स जो करता था ना, तो they used to come and tell me picture will be finished in 2 months sir, don't worry. तो वो 2 साल में ख़त्म नहीं होती थी पिक्चर because of lack of finance. And then but there a couple of films the Chaudhary Karnail Singh was my first Punjabi film, which was the biggest hit in Punjab. Punjabi pictures. We got the national award also. Yeah. But then you see Punjabi pictures were not my fault because I wanted to be recognized in a big way, national way. तो वो फिर ये नहीं कि मैं अब तो उसके बाद भी मैंने 3-4 पिक्चरें पंजाबी की, बस उसके बाद लेकिन मेरा इरादा ये था कि भाई अच्छी सी करें ताकि नेगेटिव, वो फिर ज़्यादातर पिक्चरें जो मैंने की ज़्यादातर नेगेटिव शेड्स बहुत ज़्यादा कामयाब हुई। तो देन एज आई टोल्ड यू इट बिकम्स
was that disappointing for you because you were categorized as a villain very early at your career?
Everybody comes to become a hero first, but if it doesn't happen, you should be able to adapt it. नहीं तो आप वापस चले जाएंगे। मैं कितने आदमी को जानता था मेरे साथ आए थे जो स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे, and they were doing nothing, no jobs, nothing, or they couldn't stay here. They went back, but I could stay because I had the means of staying here. तो ये तो खैर ऐसा था। पंजाबी पिक्चरों का ये नहीं था कुछ अगेंस्ट था।
You were the most handsome man of that era, and seeing you as a hero, everyone loved to see you as a hero. But then आपने वो जो shift किया villain के इसमें, I think someone suggested you to make your mark as a villain.
No, because the beggars are not choosers at that time. Whatever was offered, I kept on doing. Like Shahid was a very positive character, very patriotic character, and but there Upkar came, Manoj Kumar's film. There I played their younger brother, but it had negative shades, but a wonderful role, and that picture became super duper hit. So then things got started going over. So, but then other pictures which followed were also very great, as I told you. Anita, Rajesh Khanna है, उसके बाद यूसुफ साहब का जिसमें बहुत बड़ा फैन था दिलीप कुमार साहब का, so that he was an inspiration for me. I mean, I used to see his pictures in Shimla when I was studying there. I used to love him. But I was also working on the stage in Shimla during college days. He was great, and then I had the desire to see him when I came to Bombay. But then I was offered a film with Dilip Kumar, by B.R. Chopra, Dastan. And then some other I got involved into so much, and Yusuf Saab liked me so much. He casted me in Behrag. उसके बाद 5-6 पिक्चर हमने की, क्रांति और दुनिया और 2-3 करने वाले, एक और करने वाले थे, बट ही अनफॉर्चुनेटली फेल सिक। He was a great actor, the greatest human being I have seen. It's very sad that he had to be hospitalized several times for the loss of his memory. But he has left his mark forever.
True. राइट सर, आपने जैसे कहा राजेश खन्ना के साथ आपने सबसे ज़्यादा फिल्म्स की है. एक पॉइंट में आपने ही कहा, एक इंटरव्यू में बोला था कि हम दोनों की पैर को लकी माना जाता था. हम हमेशा देखते हैं एक्टर और एक्ट्रेस के पैर्स को ज़्यादा मानते हैं, बट आपके और राजेश खन्ना पैर सब लोग पूछते थे राइट कि मूवी में प्रेम चोपड़ा है कि नहीं अगर राजेश खन्ना है तो.
वो शक्ति सावंत साहब के साथ में काम करता था जब कड़ी पतंग में. बाकी भी पिक्चरें मैंने उनके साथ बहुत की. तो उनको डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर जब कड़ी पतंग बहुत बड़ी हिट हुई तो I was given equal footage in the picture and my role was very much liked by the people. तो नेक्स्ट पिक्चर जब बनाई उन्होंने बोला जी जब साइन करते हैं डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर, ये कौन कौन है जी पिक्चर में? उन्होंने बोला जी राजेश खन्ना और लड़की का नाम ले दिया. वो कहते पर आप प्रेम चोपड़ा है कि नहीं आपकी पिक्चर में? कहते अच्छा वो भी है. Then it's all right. So because as you rightly said, we became a pair.
Yeah, lucky pair.
Lucky pair. So like that, Anita also we did many films similarly.
Yeah. But how was working with Rajesh Khanna sir, and what was that one thing that you liked and disliked about him as an actor?
He was a great actor. He was the only first superstar. He is known that the term is superstar. He was very much conscious of whatever he is doing, and is very hardworking and very involved in whatever he was doing. And of course, there are certain weaknesses in some people. He couldn't come on time to work, so he would come late. That will disturb many people on the set. Other people are ready with makeup and everything, and they're waiting for him to come. But then he couldn't help it.
Okay.
And he was such a big star that producers have to tolerate him this. So they try to change his schedule according to his. Otherwise, he was very nice, very friendly, very good fellow. We were together very good friends also. We became after when he finished. So Rajesh Khanna.
But you are the only actor in Indian cinema who has worked with 4 generations of Kapoor family. Bachchan.
Not 4, more of that.
More than that, yeah.
Prithviraj Kapoor ji, Raj Kapoor, Shami Kapoor, and Shashi Kapoor. Then you come down to Dabbu and Chintu, and then their wives, Babita and Neetu Singh, and then Karishma Kapoor,
yes, then
Kareena Kapoor,
and now
Ranbir Kapoor.
Yes, so you're the only actor who has worked with the entire Kapoor generation.
Kapoor clan.
Then even Bachchans, 2 generations of Bachchans, Deol, Dutt, everyone.
I mean
Dharminder, Deols, now.
Sunny Deol के तो शुरू पिक्चर इसका प्रोफेशन उसका जो करियर था मेरे साथ ही शुरू हुआ था. The picture was made by his company called बेताब. And then उसके बाद 4-5 पिक्चरें हमने इकट्ठे की जो बहुत बड़ी हिट थी. And he was a very fine actor at that time also. लेकिन बीच में मैंने बताया ना कि जिसके रेट भी सबसे ज़्यादा तो बीच में पिक्चर उसकी नहीं चली तो he was quite upset, but then he is good. He's got a good sense of cinema. He wanted to be a director. He directed also films. सब कई चलती है, कई नहीं चलती. ऐसा होता है.
But how are the equations with the entire family till now? On and off screen, how is the relationship with all the families that I mentioned right now?
No, you see, there was no vans in those days.
Yeah.
We used to be in our makeup man. But after the shot, we would sit down on the set and gossip with each other, and it will lot of bonding with each other. But when we in front of the camera, of course, we were playing the character. So at that time it is there now, but there are not so much. When they give a shot, they go to the van.
Yeah.
They are right also in that way, because the things have changed. हर
वो
वक्त
टाइम पे सब सेट्स पे बैठ जाते थे साथ में
तो
गपशप
वो क्या है कि वो अभी हर वक्त जब आता है, हर वक्त ही चेंज होता है ना, वक्त के साथ साथ इंसान भी चेंज होता है, टेक्निक भी चेंज होती हैं। अब देखिए स्पेशल इफेक्ट्स हैं या विजुअल इफेक्ट्स हैं जो पहले इतने नहीं थे, अभी तो कमाल है। तो दैट बिग हेल्प and they have bound scripts nowadays when they go on the set. So लेकिन आप पहले था कि you were every schedule you do for 10 days or 15 days, then we'll do the other schedule for after a couple of months. So in between this couple of months we are doing other films as well. So some of the people were doing three shifts. Shashi Kapoor used to do 3 shifts a day. So many of them. So lots of people used to. Even I did too, double shift, but I was very conscious of not doing double shift because I was thinking I would stick to one. I was happy with what I was doing. And that's how the things got started. And then, of course, a vision of mine to work with Dilip Kumar was also fulfilled. So it was very, very satisfying for me to be in this. To be personally satisfied.
Over 6 decades of work, so in the over 6 decades,
Yes, 6 decades. Well, it has been 6 decades, but one thing I tell you, there are people. Why the people who do not stand or do not stand for that long period? Because once they succeed, most of them. They start taking things easy. For me, whenever I used to work, I used to consider every project as my last project. So I put in everything irrespective of the status of the film or whatever it is. So I would do my job very honestly and in a very hard working way. It's a very hard working profession.
True.
People outside have a different impression that you come and speak that elegant go. So this is what kept me going, by being honest and being no politics. So I was mind my own business.
But how many some movies used to do in a year? Like you said, no, 3 shifts. How many you used to do?
I was not doing 3 shifts, but that used to add up about 7-8 films. I've done in all about 400 films.
Wow.
Which included Punjabi, as you said, Hindi mostly. Then some American films also, English films, The Heartland and all that. One is released just now in America, and there are 5-6 American films. But we shot for many films in London, and for a film like Great Gambler, we shot almost all over the world. So the shooting used to take us to such places.
Wow. But a lot of people don't know you're related to the Kapoor family through marriage as well. Let's get to that story. I want to know your love story. Like I asked you, was it a love marriage with ma'am I just met?
No, I just never wanted to. I never wanted to display my. I'm known. I'm just being very favorite of these guys because my roles was such that I'll be fitted in there. But nobody was recommending me for that. It was not any Kapoor who recommended me for that character. So I was doing those characters as you said, and the people accepted me. So that's how the things. Prithviraj Ji was a great actor.
Yeah.
So we did films with him like Sikandar-e-Azam. That was a positive role again. And then Rajji ke saath as a director, he himself done the other pictures and he was the leading man like Gopi Chand Jasoos, Do Jasoos, or Baki some picture. So there are things which are different.
But how did you meet your wife, sir? And did your image on screen ever become a problem when you wanted to get married to her?
Yeah, you see, that is not there. They were interested because they told me that somebody came to me with a proposal.
Okay.
And of course, this proposal was very inviting. Raj Kapoor's sister-in-law. I said, yeah, give me some time, let me see. It took me about 10, 12 months to decide whether I should do it or not do it. Because then I met her, I found it to my liking. I said, now it's time I should get. My father was after. We have 5 brothers. 4 of them were married, and I was not the only one.
Oh.
He was after my life to get married. Yeah, कहते कुछ भी करो, शादी करो.
Your father used to say that?
हाँ. तो मैंने कहा यार अभी मैं ठीक इंजॉय कर रहा हूँ, उसके बावजूद काम में बहुत इन्वॉल्व हूँ. He said, I know nothing यार, you get it done. तो खैर वो सब उनका भी प्रेशर था, फैमिली का प्रेशर था, और वैसे भी रिश्ता अच्छा था. So that's how we got going.
Yeah.
And then we got matured and been with each other. We have been abroad many times for holidays and all that. Then the children came.
Yeah.
And all things.
That's a lovely love story. But कभी उनके फैमिली में ऐसा किसी ने बोला कि नहीं यार ये नेगेटिव रोल्स करते हैं, ये ऐसे है इनका कैरेक्टर, मुझे नहीं पता वो रियल लाइफ में कैसे, ऐसा कभी हुआ है, इंसिडेंट ऐसे हुए?
नहीं, because that is the film. Family was a filmy family. They were sure about what's happening there. So, on the contrary, they used to see it and they used to like it, and they used to come and tell me, "You got a wonderful job.
Wow.
You did a good job." And there was my eldest daughter Rakita. Now she's married to Nanda, Rahul Nanda.
Rahul Nanda, yeah.
When she was in school, and when we went to, I took them to see a preview of a film, and there I was playing a really mean character.
Okay.
And she took her friends also with her, and she brought them here in Rajinder Kumar's Dimple Studio. तो वहाँ इंटरवल में मैं इंटरवल में उसको देख रहा हूँ क्या हाल है इसकी, वो मुझे देख रही है ऐसे ऐसे, यार ये आदमी कौन है? घर पे कुछ है, ये कुछ और है, खतरनाक आदमी है ये. तो घर पे पापा, you don't do such roles now. My friends would tell me why your father keeps on doing such characters. I said, well, let me tell you, I am now kept in a good position, so I can afford the best things for you. I can best education for you whenever you want it, and anything you want, you have a car to yourself. The driver drops you, and so that would not have been possible if I was not involved in my work. So I was involved in my work. That is only a inspiration for the people to know. In spite of being a absolute gentleman of the screen, I was not like that. You say you're a bloody joker in the family, yaar, and you're such a bad guy in the films. That's the profession.
What is the best film that they enjoy? One of your films that they enjoyed the most, and they've come and told you?
They enjoyed everything. Yeah, they enjoyed every picture. Then the time came when he said, "You were not that convincing at that time, you know." Only my grandsons, when they see my films, old pictures, they say, "This your Nana?" I say, "Don't bullshit, yeah. How can he be my Nana?" He said, "Why do you say that? This man has full growth of hair, and Nana is bald." So they used to convince. Then later on they got to know, and they convinced that thing.
Wow. But sir, did it ever bother you when women was like, you were a fearful man when we see you on screen? We used to get scared looking at you on screen, and women especially used to dislike you because of the character that you're playing on screen. ऐसे कभी did that ever bother you as an actor that women, because I'm a good-looking man, but I am still disliked because of the characters that I play on screen.
Yeah,
did that ever bother you?
Yeah, when you type for such characters, people start identifying you. That sort of thing. But now, of course, the things have changed. Now that people have become more emancipated because of the advent of OTT and television and other sources of entertainment. In those days, there was only one mode of entertainment, and that was cinema.
Correct.
There was an incident in my life, which I had told it already in some interview also, that I went with my father to Chandigarh. He is staying at Chandigarh in those days. We went there to पंचकूला गार्डन है वहाँ पर, तो वहाँ घूम रहे थे, तो वहाँ सामने से कुछ औरतें आई और उनके साथ हस्बैंड्स उनके, अरे अरे प्रेम चोपड़ा आ रहा है, छुपा लो, कुछ औरतों को छुपा लो. My father said, yeah, what sort of image is this? Oh, yeah, you got it. I said, 1 minute, call them. So they came, we sat there, and we started talking. He said they were surprised. He said, we thought absolutely different you are, but so different, such a different comparison. I said, that's my job.
Correct.
I said, this is a compliment to me that I'm doing that in spite of being visual. So like that.
तो ऐसे बहुत सारे moments होंगे ना सर आपके life में?
बहुत moments see, some people, some of my relatives used to come and see, oh my God, बच्चों के आते थे कुछ दोस्तों के, अरे ये प्रेम चोपड़ा यहाँ कहाँ जा रहे हो? और यहाँ आके पता लगता था प्रेम चोपड़ा लिफ्ट पकड़ के नीचे चले जाते. तो लेकिन उसके बाद उनको मिलते थे तो बोलते थे उनको, भाई बहुत अच्छे इंसान हैं आप मिलिए इनको.
But sir, you are also one of the greatest villains that we have seen in cinema. What do you miss of that era? And let's talk about what do you miss the most about that era of yours?
I think the people were more passionate
during those days,
more obsessed while making pictures. There are so many examples of the people have spared no money. Like Raj Kapoor would not spare any money for taking the right shot. Though I will say that he was not a good paymaster, but he was a paymaster in his own way. But people definitely were looking forward to see him.
Yeah.
So is Manoj Kumar. So so far the pictures were concerned, any shot mattered, every shot in the picture mattered to them a lot. So that was not that he's done a good job there, a good job here, every shot. So that's why their pictures were so successful.
True.
So like that, many, look at Mehboob Khan's work, Bimal Roy's work, they were very obsessed with Shakti Samant's work, Mohan Kumar or Pramod Chakravarti, all those people I have worked with. And they were totally obsessed with the product that they're going to show to the people. That was a plus point in those days. And nowadays it is also very different because things, as you rightly said, the things change with the change of time. And now there's some pictures which have made a great impact on the people, like you said, Animal. And people are repeating this picture four times, 3 times. The pictures are different now. There's too much of violence in the films. Some of the people don't like it, but some of the people like it. So those were the difference of making a film is there.
One actor which have great impact on you as a villain, who's done really well as a villain in this era, and in your era, apart from you, who else did you consider the best villain of 80s and 90s and now?
Prem Chopra was a very nice actor, very great actor, and also a very nice human being.
Yes.
Like that, he was such a cow, such a gentleman off the screen. People won't believe that he's such a bad man. See, his impact is different. There's different characters are convincing, and that is how they lap it up, public laps it up. I'll give you an example. Laurence Olivier, in the stage I saw him once, but in one of the plays that he was playing in England, he was playing a damn negative role, a tremendous bad man's role. He was a big star.
Right.
But those people there's people in that country, they had accepted an actor's performance. Not that they typed it as we were typed here. During the show, suddenly shoes come on the stage and hits him. And there was a lot of chaos in the whole hall. The show was stopped The curtain was done. He came out of the curtain with the shoes in his hand. He says, "This shoe is a biggest award for me because she got so much influenced by this character that I am playing that I think it is biggest compliment." So this is what it is. The actors liked according to the character. Now we play. I played Rocket Singh Season of the Year with Ranbir Kapoor, of course, and then other films also. I played the Birtto or Bubbly or Rajesh Chopra gave the picture. और बहुत सी तो पिक्चर की अभी नमक में तो पॉजिटिव ही है ना, बहुत सी फिल्म में अभी पॉजिटिव कुछ ऑफर्स आ रही हैं, बट आई नो आई एम गोइंग स्लो नाउ, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू लिमिट माय असाइनमेंट्स.
But आज के ज़माने के हीरो, do you think villains are dead right now in our industry because every actor is playing
आजकल के ज़माने में और तमाम leading men are playing villains.
Yes, exactly my question.
Why they are playing villains? Because the villains of our area were different than them, because we had no reason to be villain. We were bad guys. But nowadays, when a hero becomes a villain, he has a background. Why and how he has become a bad guy. So that in the end they get a sympathy instead of hatred. So that's what they were justified in killing the people who were against them.
How do you see this change? What is your thought on this? Where the actors are heroes mainly.
I think that technically the films are improving a lot, and there are a lot of people from very good families, very educated people. They are in their profession and they are making it a very important film supported industry, where the parents used to have objection for the girls are concerned in those days. They won't like for girls to work in the films. But nowadays, most of the girls are so educated, so open. But this is a job, the job they are doing.
Correct.
As you work as a secretary anywhere, so this is here you perform.
Right.
So that's the difference now.
So let's talk about your memorable dialogues. Each dialogues आज भी लोग बोलते हैं, जैसे प्रेम नाम है मेरा, प्रेम चोपड़ा. तो मुझे बताइए इसके बैक स्टोरीज बताइए.
Must have conceived this, and Rajpur said okay. And then he approached me and made me say the dialogue, which was big hit. So with that it started like a trend.
Right.
This मैं वो भला हूँ जो शीशे से पत्थर को तोड़ता हूँ, या वो नंगा नहाएगा क्या और छोड़ेगा क्या. Because you see such dialogues go very well with the people, because once they come out of the theatre, they may forget the picture, but they will not forget it. आपस में मजाक में वो डायलॉग बोलते रहेंगे. अभी भी बहुत से लोग आते हैं कि साहब ये प्रेम चोपड़ा है हमारे ऑफिस का.
Nice.
So that's it.
Yeah, these are very big, iconic dialogues that no one can forget. Not even us. The new generation also can't forget these dialogues. But last question, sir. How do you, if I have to ask you, how do you sum up this entire journey of yours? 6 decades, like I said, 6 decades. How do you sum up?
I think it's because of my total dedication and devotion to my work and honesty in my work. That has got me going. And I've been getting work every time. I was never idle for 7 years. I was working without any break. So people knew that I would be, and I was punctual. I was very disciplined guy. So that got me going. That is the reason that got me going, and the people. And then there's a question of adaptability also. Now I was playing the leading villain, as you said. Then I had to shift down to the other roles, character roles, which I accepted them without any grudge or without any. I accepted it and those character roles were also very much appreciated. So things get going when you're doing a good job in the film, an honest job. So things, you keep on getting the start above. And now whatever I've done some positive characters.
Right. But if asked you, अगर आपके ऊपर बायोपिक बनाएगी
मैंने किताब लिखी है ना.
yes but मूवी बनाएंगे जैसे हमने संजय दत्त की बायोपिक देखी, आपकी अगर कभी बनानी हो तो who do you think is the best suited to be playing Prem Chopra from our generation? Who do you think?
That's difficult for me to say because there are people. Ranbir Kapoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ranbir can be a really good Prem Chopra.
He's a very fine actor. I'm amazed at his performance in Animal while working with him. He was such a great actor. He's going to be he's going to be in the bracket of the superstars very soon. He's already there.
He's already there. Right. Well, on that lovely note, it was really a pleasure talking to you, sir. And thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. And on that note, we have this
yes,
for
Meetha.
you.